Hello guys, welcome to 2025. It's been a while. It's almost been 2 months since I've done a session, or a month, and I've been having a great Christmas break, so hence why I haven't been doing any sessions. I've also rearranged my room, which is sort of something to get used to in the RV session sort of thing, so it's just set up a little bit differently, so I'm also getting used to the new layout in the room that I do my remote viewing sessions in. But on that note, otherwise I've been having a good holiday, and I am gearing to get back into it. Little bit anxious to see if it's still there or if I've forgotten anything, but really all I want to do is just receive the impressions, try and map them to the target and see if there's been any improvement, and hopefully I will be starting to produce more videos more frequently, hopefully one a week, and just go from there. And on that note, let's kick into it. We have got our admin page, and the number we're going to do today is 080521. It is 20th Jan 2025, around 3 o'clock. Intent: show me the site target and or images from the site. 080521 from crvviewer.com. Today, let's connect. So emotional state, burn ages, excited, let's do it. Physical state, I'm ready, relaxed, got my clothes, glasses, let's go. And just a little doing my little doodles to help me get into the mode of the session. On that note, let's kick into it. Let's hope I don't forget how to do a session, and we'll go from there. All right. Whew. Getting something. All right, so let's do this. We got one session. 080521. All right. Let's do our trace. This is the only picture they've got on the website as well, but there's plenty on Google you can have a look at as well. Feeling cold on the surface of my skin. Feels like the surface of the target just feels cool, like a gentle shower or something. I'm not too sure. It feels like a light excitement on the surface of my skin. What else have we got? A bit of tingling around my head. I feel some structures around my head and down my body. Oh, I feel hard structures. Feel some pressure in my ears. Feels like something's quite solid. Probably the hat. Feels quite tight around my head. Like there's a lot of pressure. Right. Exciting. Alright, so let's write these down. Tingly, excited, surface of skin, like a gentle rain, a gentle shower, like a gentle shower. Structures felt in head and body, long forms from head down through body. Feel solid, pressure around head, structural in nature, some pressure. All right, B. Okay, let's go one here, go around there. We have some hard out structures going on here, and the pressure is definitely coming up here. So we'll do 3. 1, 2, 3. So 1. Energetic nature. That's the tingly bit. Tingly surface. Tingly. 2, we've got structure and forms. And 3, we have pressure. Felt pressure and structure. So same structure but different forms. Forms long. So long structures and pressure structures. Pressure felt. Pressure, air pressure. Structure. So they could be the rifle and the hat. Solid or high pressure. Alright, let's see. Sense. Let's do it. We have. My goodness, I think I've forgotten how to do a session. Yeah, I did sort of forget a little bit there. I had to look back at it in old notes. So, touch. 1. Okay, so let's do this. What I feel is across the shoulders, across the top of the arms, and some of the head. There's a lifting, like a lifting. It feels like the gravity is a lot lighter, but it also feels like that something's lifting off my shoulders, like, and it's tingling as well. Tingling, feeling, lifting, sensation, felt. I'm not too sure what it could be. I think it's the uniform. On top of arms, so on that it's lightweight, maybe. Top of arms, head, and shoulders. So it's not the legs or anything like that, but it's like this tingling sensation all on the top of your arms and your head. It's all like lifting sensation. I'm thinking it's lightweight and it might be some sort of synthetic material. Yeah, it's a hard one. But we're in the early days of the session. Felt above shoulders. Just feels light, like everything starts getting lighter and less heavy. I wonder if the uniforms are light.
Okay, what I feel on my body when I probe that, I feel forms. I still feel the tingly sensations and stuff, but not really. But what I feel is I feel tight around the head. Structures felt tight around head, sort of like a helmet sort of thing, but I don't know, it feels like it's like open, like wide, like empty space. The atmosphere feels lighter. Air feels lighter, and that's around my head, like on either side of my head, as well as the forms. I can sort of feel some forms in my arms a little bit.
They look like cuff
structures. Let's try
cuffs off a jersey or something.
Yeah,
or even watches.
Ears feel sensitive, like to something.
Listening for sound.
Very sensitive. Ears. Atmosphere feels light. Ears feel sensitive to something. And I think both the ears and this air is related somehow. Could be, I don't know, skydiving or something like that. And just flash. AOL. Skydiving. Wolf. Get that out of here. Alright. Anything else on the structure front? I can feel forms going down my back. It feels like two forms, like next to each other, not just one big long form. It just feels two separate forms. Two forms or structures felt down back. Touch 3.
And that last one, it could be that they're throwing their guns around. I just looked at the silent drilling, and they do a lot of twirling and stuff with their rifles as well. Maybe it's picking up some of that.
So, what I can feel for touch 3, it's like a pressure, like a light pressure. It's like just around my head, and as I go up, that pressure increases. I feel pressure around head, slightly. Pressure increases. As probe higher on Ideogram. It's It's like a pressure just around my head. You can sort of feel the pressure around the head. But as soon as I go up here, it's just a lot heavier, a lot more...
probably probing where the hat is on the ideogram, maybe.
Pressure increases a lot.
That's what I'm thinking anyway.
Around
the
here.
higher I probe, the closer I'm getting to the hat and the
I wonder what it is.
insight on
Around the head, maybe it's a helmet, maybe it's the target, maybe it's high up in the air and pressure increases. Or maybe it's under the water and pressure increases, don't know. It's something to do with your surroundings, I think, anyway, but it'll be interesting to find out. Let's carry on to the next one. Texture.
If you're picking up the neighbour's kid next door, that's probably the sound of the little kid you might be able to hear.
Because on skin of head and arms, feel tingling on skin, like gentle.
You know, you have synthetic clothing and you put it on, it feels real tingly on your skin. I'm feeling sort of like that.
Oh well,
I'm thinking it might be that.
It just feels like a gentle rain, gentle shower on skin.
Or soft electrical shocks from static electricity.
I don't have to draw it. I pretty much explained it. Okay, texture 2. Very strange feeling. Alright, so I'll draw the image. Okay. So the form I feel is sort of curved and then it comes around. But the forms up top feel like they're funneling something around my head. That feels like forms or structures that are pointing towards the middle, following this round thing.
So that could be the hat.
And
the
circular
nature of the hat at the top and the visor at the front, or the whatever that's called. I think I'm just getting general shapes around my head, and I think that's because of the cap. That's what I'm thinking anyway. That's what I'm linking it to. Everything else seems to me like the uniform, like everything's sort of flowing, like the buttons or the jacket of the uniform, that sort of thing.
Yeah, they all converge around this circular thing here. I think I feel some forms going off it as well. But it's very weird. So if I were to try...
So this picture, I'm just drawing the flows that is felt without my human body in the way.
I don't know. Just feels sort of formy in those sort of shapes. forms felt.
So when I say stretch, it's sort of a long reason to pin
and a lot of this is behind my head, so this is behind really my back.
Sure,
and they just feel something like convergence, circular.
It's just an opportunity to
convergence of forms. Could be flows above. Not sure. Could be boat propeller. Who knows? Alright, let's go texture 3. I flicked on so I don't get caught up in all this other stuff. So texture 3, let's do it. Actually, I've done a small one, so let's do. Something feels like forms.
Yep, that's my head. I do believe that I'm feeling my hat again.
Spreading out. Energy. Spreading out from the middle. I can feel these forms, like this form. I don't know, it feels like handlebars coming out of my head. Something form is quite wide, and I can feel flow of energy just sort of being spread out by it. Yeah, and it disperses, sort of disperses out. That kind of feeling where it disperses out. But there's definitely a form, structural. Boat. What else we got? We got temp 1. What's the next one? Temp 1, let's do it. Okay, I can feel it on my body. The skin feels energetic. Like it feels like it's full of energy, like nervous energy. So for me, that's just, it's active, something's active there. I can feel sort of compression around here, compression or pressure, compression, pressure. But I can feel these little cold, watery drips, feelings, dripping.
So this impression came through
down back
as a dripping back, sort of a dripping water.
There's this big ass bloody. There's something here that's cold object sticking out, protruding from back. It's just right here, but everything else is sort of cold, and you got these long sort of cold drips, but this is definitely, so I can only guess that it's from the target, and if the target is quite large and has sticky outy bits, I'm bound to feel this cold bit sticking out. Interesting to see what that could be. So let's continue on to the next one.
And that's the gun. Yeah. Whenever I feel cold bits, usually it's sticking out or protruding from the target.
Session.
I usually go, okay, that's protruding from the target. So I think that's definitely the gun.
Let's go tip 2. Oh man, energetic, tingly skin on arms. Upper body. Active is the word. A bit of chaos feeling. What do you call it? Pins and needles, sort of. Pins and needles like. Pins and needles like sensation. Around my head, it feels like something's going around behind my head. And going down my back. But I'm just drawing the solid structure, what this structure feels like. Tingly, weightless. Tingly, weightless. On top of head. Top of head.
Probably just the impression of the cap again.
Structures felt around ears. Ears feel sensitive. So it'll be interesting to see what sensitive really means in the feedback, because that's...
I think it means sensitive hearing. That's my impression of it. I seem
like
to pick up a lot of the intention
hearing
from the
something?
person or the target.
Is it loud? Or active? Interesting words. Alright, Team 3. Team 3 probe. And it feels like it goes down the back. So let me draw it ahead side. I felt the shape and I feel it going down my back. So, but I don't think back means down. I'm actually thinking that something's in a U shape, and it's when my body's here, I can feel it going back here. So maybe that shape is elongated that way. Just theory, but that would explain a lot why I'm feeling it sort of going back down that way, and which might mean it's going back this way. In that shape, in that curved shape.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about this one. I felt it elongated. It could have been the rifle, but when I hear my words, it's a U shape, but it goes around the back. So really, it's
bits of
circle,
cold
so it could be
bits.
describing the hat. Now, as far as that goes, it could be the metal.
If there was
bits
a boat
on
and
their
there's dripping
uniform,
water, yeah,
on their
that
hats.
makes sense, but it's not something that I've felt before.
And you can see the AOL
Just
that's
cold,
coming in. It's turning into
tingly
a
bits.
boat.
You know, there's moments of cold bits like water, rain, drips. Anyway,
maybe middle
feels like
as well.
it passes out the back of my head, elongated. Back. Front on structure, curve, structure, felt. Anyway, cool bits, spots. Okay, after temp we got color. Alright, let's do color. Color 1, let's do it. What colors do we get displayed when we probe? Got some whites, got some darks.
I don't concentrate too much on color or any techniques. All I do is basically just probe and see what
whites,
colors
darks, yellow,
fill out
blues.
my
Done.
visual area.
Whites,
And that's it.
darks, yellows, and blues. Color 2. Show me the colors.
I see
Some
speckles
dark
of blue in that
blues.
picture.
I've got some.
No,
Looks like green.
almost every picture has those colours in them too.
Whites.
So you just got to be mindful of that. And just concentrate on the
Some
colours that you see
yellows.
rather than just guessing and assuming.
Yellows, reds, whites, darks. So same as above, but with red included. Color 3.
Slowly the colours are coming out.
Blues. Some browns. Blues, browns, reds, pales, darks. Blues, browns, pale, darks. Some yellow greens. Right. What's off the colour? This guy smells. Inside, inside possibly a bit stuffy. Some warmth. Some cold bits. Congested. Not open air. Breath feels a little hindered
think that's the main word in this whole thing, is hindered. When I was trying to breathe, it didn't feel like it was open air and free and breathe easy. It felt very hindered and
others.
restricted. Definitely others.
Persons.
Definitely other people.
It's like a people odor, person's odor. They don't smell stink, it just feels hindered, like he's wearing something or mask or so, I'm not too sure. Smell 2. It smells cold breaths. Definitely can smell people, odor. I feel warm though. Feel warm. Skin. Alright, next. Step 4. 080521. What we got is smell 2. We're up to smell 3. Wow. I didn't go out for smells, but I can feel strong forms coming through. So I can feel these long forms go up behind my head, come down my body, and disappear somewhere down here, but it's definitely in this shape. Feels quite hard, structural.
It's the gun
Shapes.
Now I know they swapped guns over from shoulder to shoulder, so maybe I'm getting that, but I'm definitely feeling 2 structural structures from behind my head.
Shape
down
come
the
back.
front.
Anyway, that shape.
Ooh, I think I'm feeling the hat again.
Like a curve. Actually, my ears feel like, you know how you have a helmet, motorcycle helmet all day, and you lift your head off, take your helmet off, and your ears all sensitive and gorge with blood and all that sort of stuff. That's what it feels like.
That's what the impression felt like.
Recorded on video. Anyway, but that's what that engorgement, that sensitivity feels. Just blood rushing into those ears, and either it's noise or it's sensitivity, or sensitive to noise. 3. Strong. Smell. It's like I can smell heat. Heat. Warmth. Hot. Clothing. Or hot material. Sun. Like the sun. Cluttered. Feeling cluttered. Just feels like there's a lot there. Lots to describe. Next. Smell 2, smell 3. Let's have the smell. Just looking at my old one. I can't believe I'm forgetting. After smell we have...
It's been a while.
Here. Alright. Let's here. Here. One. This will be interesting because it involves the ears. Let's see if we can hear anything. Form, structure, around head. Feel pressure, especially behind ears. Sensitive ears.
Didn't know there were so many ways to feel a cap or a hat.
Helmut.
But I think that sensitive ears impression is attentive ears. They're focusing on noises or triggers or someone signaling them for the drill. If they're the silent corpse, then maybe they don't make a sound. I don't know.
So, hearing 2.
Those sensitive ears is just their intent.
Around the head, around my eyes, it feels like a cover.
Was that a visor? Head visor?
Of eyes. Structure. Yeah, well, astronaut. That's what I feel. I feel a structure felt. I feel it goes right across both my eyes, and it comes down over my eyes, and it feels flat, structural form. I'm still getting the sensitive ear side and a little bit of the pressure. So really, astronaut visor, something like that anyway. Just feels flat, like something needs to be right in front of my face, like that's where it's placed. The only similar thing I've had in the past was the beekeeper's helmet that helps protect his head. That had a similar feeling to it as well, so that's what I'm associating the impression with, as close to the real impression. So hearing 2, let's go hearing 3. Ooh, that tingles. Let's go probe 3. Oh, that was weird. Alright, so what else did I get? I got sort of a faint thing the same as above, but for some reason I got this big tube coming out. I don't know what. It just felt like someone was being drawn. Don't want to assume stuff. I don't even know if it's related to the thing, but that's what I felt. I felt like something was being drawn into a and that's what I felt. So felt as
it felt
above,
like that flows were going from my face through my mouth and drawn out
structural form
in that sort of direction. So I'm thinking it's probably a trumpet
mouth.
or something. I'm not too sure. It could signal
and
army or some sort of
energy
thing. Don't know.
Being
but whatever happens, you write it
drawn out of this form.
Drawn out of your
form.
maybe I've got
diver.
an impression for instruments,
Like those sea
that are being
divers and shit.
played,
Excuse my French.
energy or breath
That's
being drawn
insulting.
out.
Excuse my language. Alright, so here... I feel a bit
I
tired.
just skipped it here, there's a lot of waffling.
Muscles. Yeah, feel tired. Muscles feel
Join
weak.
is about emotions and trying to feel what that target's feeling, if they're human or animal or whatever, and trying to draw
all over. Whatever it is, it must be a lot of work. Join 2. That's all I felt on join 1. So it'll be interesting to see what that could be. I felt some eagerness and a little excitement. That's all for that one. Haven't done join in ages, so haven't done it in a while. Let's get back into practice. Join 3. Slight, small happiness, feeling. Enjoyment. Alright, that's enough of join. Let's kick into snapshot. It feels like I'm in so it's like in amongst people or structures.
So when I had this impression and I tried to visualize things, all I saw were like
figures around me.
people at
So
attention,
that's
or
me.
bodies in front
I
of
had
me,
people around me.
at different
Around me.
around me.
There's a big person here,
I didn't
and a
get
big person
like
there.
symmetrical lines
That
or
was
anything
me.
like that. Just
Okay,
in amongst
snapshot
people.
number 2.
Yeah, this one was a bit weird. It felt like I was looking at a wall with a whole lot of boxes and a whole lot of squares. Don't mind my alarm. But yeah, it just looked like
So
patchwork
this looks like I was
type
looking
wall. And I couldn't
somewhere
connect
and
it
it
with
just
anything.
had lots and lots of, I don't know, squares, shapes, buttons, things, a wall. It felt like a wall.
It could have been the medals that they wear, maybe. I don't know. But it just looked like a whole bunch of squares and blocks.
It'd be interesting to see what they
I was looking at.
could be. What they
do
could
that,
be.
I'm not sure what it could be.
Space. Shut up. Okay, number 3. Let's bring up any
what the
picture
AOL
of
did for me.
3.
Made it
Probe
look like
3.
inside of the ISS space station, looking at a
Oh, okay. That was a flash.
astronaut's console. That's what it's turned into.
I saw like an expanding shape.
Yeah. It was circular in nature, but it was expanding out and the circles were getting bigger. I'm not too sure what they could be.
Structure.
The mapping that I sort of curved it towards maybe would be the drill sergeant's hat, or a formation of some kind. Maybe
There's a curve in the picture anyway.
Create a formation in
The
the circle
feedback.
and that sort of stuff. But that's quite a stretch. I don't know what this one could be, so we'll just leave it as unresolved.
Okay, let's finish off the picture and move on. Alright, so that's the picture. What we have now is matrix, so let's get on to that. Sensorals, boom, magnitude. What the hell is that?
I'm going to
cover
explain,
read?
go through the titles because I totally forgot most of them.
Topo for topological shapes, Ns for energy, subjectors for motion, physical for 3D modeling, we got para for non-physical, we have concepts, the cons, we got symbolics, and we have personal responses, and we got the last of visuals. Alright, so let's kick this into gear. Sensorals. Yeah. So upper body feels lifted. Floating.
Feels light.
Lightweight.
Lighter.
Next, magnitude. I'll probably only just do like some quickies for the matrix because it's been a while, and all will come with practice or more. Magnitude, so feel the size of this area, size of everything. Okay. So it feels like I can feel my body. It feels tight. Well, not tight, it feels fitting. Ping. 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 I also feel some of the energy going through this tightness. So maybe it's clothes or something, I don't know, but I can feel a wider space behind the tightness of this. Fitting, structure, clothing, openness, outside, space.
Yay, finally got outside.
So openness, space around me, that's what I feel, openness outside and space. topological, which is just another word for shapes. See what shapes we can get through coming through. Wow. So what came to mind was this big giant circular pressure surrounding, and that's the shape I found. So it's circular pressure. Around the head. I can feel something on the back of my head that's real stiff. Down, stiff back of head. Oh. Back of head.
Oh,
stiffness.
Either that's the uniform or the gun, I'm not too
pressure.
sure. That's...
Okay. Ends. Energy.
It's not obvious.
Wow. Okay. I can feel there's this warm area, not on my back, but like it's situated on my back, and it feels like it's radiating heat. Warm area on back, radiating heat felt. It's just all warm.
I actually think it's the sun hitting these guys' backs and just making them hell hot.
Situated
You can just feel the
away
heat.
from body. Heat source.
That's
Heat
the plane going
source from body. Alright, let's do page number 7. Matrix. We are on energy, we are on subjectives. The only thing I felt was like a sweaty back, sweating back, moist, sweat. Looking, some eyes feel really engaged. Eyes feel engaged. So what I mean by engaged is like they're looking at everything, looking sharply at whatever is there. Concentration.
It sounds like the soldiers.
With the eyes. I wonder what they could be. Anyway. Yeah, it's just like my eyes are engorged, like, fuck's sakes. continue on subjectives.
You know, when you try and dismiss it and you don't.
And what we have is physical.
You're only snoozing.
Let's do it.
So we're going to skip past the
definitely a lot of space in the middle.
Why I'm putting these images
this point
there.
converges at the end, and it feels like it converges at the end. And this spanned out.
Just to save us some time.
Not much, but mostly it's just the shape that I've got at the moment, so we'll just leave it at that. Paraphysical. Let's do it.
Yeah. I'm not sure what they could be. Could be the feet. I don't know.
Don't know what they could be, but I found a tall structure. It goes down. Tall structure.
I reckon that's the rifle.
So down sort of feels endless. Endless felt. A little anxious. It down. Okay, I don't know what that's related to para, but it is. Alright, now 7. So let's see what we can do for concepts. Feel little in a big world. Small. Suit?
Don't know what that could be. Am I a single person in a big team? Could be that. I'm not too sure. I'm just trying to read into those concepts.
Slow.
Part of a big machine.
Moving.
Small cog in a machine. Who knows?
Sucking.
So slow moving. We've got the silent drill.
Out.
What else we got? We got the suits, uniforms.
I think that'll do for concepts.
What else is that? Sucking air out.
Can't really force it out. It's been a while. So
I must be
next after concepts is Symbolics.
Well, they have breathing exercises. It's interesting. I'm glad I got a few concepts coming through. Now I don't know what this is, but it sort of looks like a blimp.
Just saw this curve again, Symbolics.
Front end of a blimp.
It's like a rocket, balloon, something or other.
It's just something that's curvy in nature. Who knows? I think the AOL sort of came in.
What's next?
Astronaut
PR?
ship.
Well, never got any.
But, you know, acknowledge it and just move on.
Tiredness.
Personal responses.
Yeah.
Sweating. A little. Hot.
Visuals. Alright, so let's do Last page visuals. So we've got page 9. Visuals. 80521. Snapshot number 1.
For this one, it looked like it was a seating arrangement for someone to sit at.
So a lot of things.
It had consoles,
like a
it
seat,
had boxes, it had squares.
And a
but
really
now that I
thin
look at
window.
it, are these guys at a
outside.
funeral? Because that sort of looks like a grave.
And this was just
I'm just wondering if they
covered in instrumentation.
But yeah, it came up as like
And this was like the
boxes,
only window
stuff.
to see, like a really thin piece of window. And don't know if there was anybody here, but it's definitely busy. So it's like this wall, but this one is where people can do stuff. It's like a seat.
I'm starting to think it might be a grave site or a grave. Are they performing some sort of service or duty for someone who's just died? But yeah, the AOL had me sort of thinking it was blocky, it was squares everywhere.
That's sketch number 1. Alright, let's
Like
see if we
a
can do something
console
else
in
for
a
number 2.
space shuttle or something like that.
Visuals,
But it didn't look like that, it just
snapshot
looked
number
blocky
2.
and
Let's
square.
do
And
it.
that's why
Of Target 0805.
consciousness that sort of stepped in and added those gaps.
It's like 2 people sitting next to each other. With a lot of busy.
So that's basically all it was for the second one.
Two
Was
people.
there were people sitting next to each other, looked like chairs.
Next to
Maybe it was at a funeral. I don't know.
other.
But they had people there. Maybe that's a signal for dignitaries or something.
So those are the main images plus all this other stuff, chaos around them. Alright, I think that does it. So guys, thank you for joining me on this sesh.
That's it.
Hopefully we'll be producing more coming shortly, and guys, keep practicing. I'm about to kick back into it and hopefully get some improvements coming this year. Anyway, have a good one, don't stop practicing, and have a good day and 2025. Have a good one, guys. See ya.